Good morning, good morning. Stocks go up, stocks go down, then we see. Nothing really happening. Nothing is breaking, even though it should. Nothing is going up, even though it should. Have to take profits fast. We bought some Netflix yesterday, they doubled, and then they go down. Tesla, not so good. Looks like the Elon era is gone. This happens many times. These sensational stocks, he let it go to shit. I'm telling you, this is very simple. Elon let it go to shit, and now it's going to take an act of God for it to ever be able to go up like it used to go up again. Doesn't mean it can't go up. Say next year goes up 30%, so it'll go up $60. It's going to take an act of God or an insane change for it to ever move like it moved again. Ever. I'm telling you, ever. Okay? I'm telling you, Amazon will never, ever move like it did again. Google, never. Shop, never. These stocks are effectively dead. Forever. PNW. Forever. It's one thing to do a 2-for-1 split, then to do a 5-for-1 and a 3-for-1, and then come out and say, and think about the shit that he's doing. His tweet yesterday, either upside or downside, doesn't really matter. I mean, that's bullshit. Everybody is going to bail on this stock. Let me tell you, I know people that have bought this stock at $100. So then it went to 5-to-1, and then it went 3-for-1. 2 of them yesterday sold it. They sold it. They called me and they sold it. I said, it's never going to go again. You can buy it and write calls on it, but the calls are going to go to shit. You watch, if this takes out 170, you're going to be able to buy a call $10 up for $1. And then when that happens, the stock won't move again. It'll be lucky to move $5 a week. I'm telling you, I've just seen this before. Look at UPST. Look at UPST, guys. It used to move, and then even when it went down to 30, it would move back to 35, and then move to 25, and then move to 30, and now it went to 20, and now it barely moves. It barely moves. The changing of the guard. Baidu goes from 370, starting to break lower. Baba, $72. Can't move up. When people, the big boys lose faith, they lose faith forever. You have to prove it to me. You have to prove to me that Tesla can ever go up 25 points in a day again. Ever. Look at Netflix. Amazing day. I mean, you think about, go look at Netflix. Just think about this. It can go down 110 points in a day, and the earnings are so good, it can't even go up 40. It can go down 140. Facebook. Is Facebook ever going to go up 30 points again? Maybe. Maybe in 5 years. But I know Amazon's not going to. Amazon's not going to. When you do a 24-point split, that's a $600 move. It'll never happen again. Ever. Okay? So what does that mean? What that means is if you're going to play any of those, you have to be closer to the money and you have to get the hell out. Really fast. Really fast. Okay, SPX, it's in no man's land. I keep telling you. The last 3 days, you had every reason to collapse. The rates are flying. The dollar is flying. But SPX can't break. But it can't get better either. It's just sitting doing nothing. It's just sitting doing nothing. Okay, Lam Research. They made $10. They're going to make another $10. That's $20. $20. And they're going to make another, let's say they make 5 and 5. That's $30. It's not even a 10 PE. But they're the first company that told you the real truth. NVIDIA lies to you. The NVIDIA CEO lies to you like you can't believe it. You can't believe it. Unbelievable. He lost $400 million in revenue because he couldn't sell to China. And all these yahoos on CNBC, gutless people, don't even ask him, is that just this quarter or is that next quarter too? Just ask the question. They don't answer the question. But Lam Research told you $2.5 billion in sales gone for 2023. 2023, not 2022. $2.5 billion. And they're going to lose 20% next year. The growth is going to go negative by 20%. But Micron told us it's going to be better next year. Micron lies to you like you can't believe it. There's no such thing as a 2-cycle recovery. Never happened. It will never happen. It may happen for your kids, but it's sure not going to happen for you. It's not going to happen for your kids, and it's not going to happen for your kids' kids. It will never happen. Nobody buys $100 million worth of chips, cancels the order, and says, I'll buy it again in 2 quarters. No, they don't do that. Never in history will that happen. It will never happen. Okay? That's why Lam Research, trading at, if you say they're trading at 8 to 10 PE, but is it going to be 8 to 10 PE next year when they lose 20%? And then in 2024, let's say it gets good again. Then you make 20% or 30%. So that means in 2 years, in 2024, your revenue just goes back to what it was this year. So you have no growth for 2 years. Your risk is to the downside. What if it's a 5-year cycle down? I told you, AMAT, I used to play in 91, 92, 93, 94. I remember it hit 100, and then it went to 80, and I'd sit there and I'm like, they make the equipment. It's going to go. You have to buy this. And it went to 20. These are all going to go lower. Nothing is going to get better for a considerable amount of time. But that makes options different. You have to get in and you got to get out fast. Got to get out fast. Okay? Tesla, if it takes out 200, it's got 170 written all over it. Now, people are going to sit there and say, oh my God, it's down so much. Okay, go look at 170 times 3. It's 510. Times it by 5. It's at 2550. It's at 2550. Wasn't it at 420 when he said he was going to go take it over? Think about it. He's like, we're gonna. This is the funny part of it. The funny part of yesterday, and this is why he knows what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's a very smart guy. Elon's a very smart guy. Okay, he knows what he's doing. We can be worth more than Saudi Aramco, $4 trillion. It's not even $1 trillion. We can go 4x. Our stock can go 4x. Okay. But we're not going to buy $10 billion today. Let me tell you what he should have done. This is Sam, if he's going to tell the truth. We're going to do a $10 billion buyback immediately because we think our stock is going to be worth $4 trillion. Immediately, not tomorrow. Immediately. We'll buy a $10 billion buyback when it's what, 130, 120? Maybe it goes to 100? Very interesting, right? Very interesting, guys. Keep an eye on it. And then he has the issue that no one addresses and no one asks the question. Think about it if you're on the call and he's answering questions and you ask him, if China attacks Taiwan, can they take your company and take every car that's in China? If his answer is anything is possible and we're making contingency plans, it's a good answer. If he says hope not, the stock's not even worth $50. Because if that scenario happens, it's gonna go to under $50. It will take him 5 years minimum to get that growth back. And let me tell you, when Sam lost all that money in 2001, because Sam got stupid, he said Broadcom can't go from 370 to 300 to 200 to 100. It can't go. It can't do that. It can. And Tesla can. And Amazon goes to $10. Yahoo basically goes away. Google goes back to $300. This stuff happens. But what's more is the faith from the money managers goes away. And that's what drives it lower. You cannot let your stock do what he let it do from 313 to 209 without coming out and doing something. When he gets people that have owned the stock from a regular $100, so if you say you bought it at 100, you got the split, so it's 500. You got the split, it's 1,500. You bought it at 100, it's still 1,500. Why wouldn't you just sell it and be done? And say, I'll buy it again. And that's what lots of the big boys are doing. Lots of the big boys are doing. Okay? Know that. Netflix. Very simple. If it can get to 281, it can get to 300. By the numbers, this should be way higher. But it's not. Today, just watch. If we take out 3652, the next wave comes. But on calls and puts, it's now gotten to the point where the premiums are stupid. They're not just high, they're just stupid. I mean, go look at these right now. 100 points down is $1. When's the last time it moved? It moves 100 points once a month. It moves 80 points down is always 3 or 4. Sometimes it's 6 or 7. It moves 50 points and holds once a month, once every 2 weeks. It doesn't go down 80 points. So why wouldn't they be 20 cents, Sam? Oh, because he knows he can get you to pay 10. That's why we haven't bought him in the last couple of days. Now watch it go down. I mean, I like the 3650s. I love them. If they're $1, I'd be buying 200. At $4, I ain't buying any right now. But if you buy them and they go from 4 to 8, you better get out, because in 5 minutes it can go right back up. That's the market you got. NVIDIA is going to have to warn again. And then he's going to tell you 2023 revenue is at risk and it's going to go to $70. It just is. It just is. Now, ASML went up the day before because they lied to you. Think about what they said. It's not that big an impact. You can't sell. You're going to miss $400 million in revenue. And think about what CNBC said yesterday. There's so much demand, you can just sell it to somebody else. $2.5 billion worth of stuff you can just sell to somebody else. But then AMAT has $2.5 billion, and KLA has $2.5 billion. Teradyne has $2.5 billion. That's $10 billion worth of equipment to somebody else. Really? Really? Everybody can just sell it to somebody else. No, doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that way. Okay? Netflix should have taken all the stocks higher. And Tesla, he should have done the buyback. And he butchered it. He butchered it. But not only did he butcher it, guys, think about this. If you watch the action, the stock was at 214. He made those statements. It went to 216 and it went to 212 in less than 4 minutes. When Elon says something good, it's now worth 2 points for 2 minutes. Every big fund is saying, I'm tired of this bullshit. You just cost me 40%. I'm out. And if that continues the next couple weeks with techs, no huge moves up. Nothing is going to go up. They may go up $2, $3, $4, $5, and then they're going to go lower. And nothing is going to crash until we take out 3,600, not 3,700, 3,600. So change your size again. I mean, we bought Tesla yesterday. We bought 20. Nothing. 20. Tesla, early in the week, I had 250 at 80 cents. 250. We sold them for, 90 cents. So we made $3,000. So we bought 20, so we put $3,000 back in. That's it. Not buying a lot. Even Netflix yesterday, when we bought more Netflix, we bought, I think we bought 40. So only $8,000. $9,000. That's it. Because there's not a huge lot of money to be made on either side. You gotta go slower, gotta go smaller, and gotta wait for news. And wait for news and wait for news. Then everything can get better. Okay, that's the rant. And it's really good. And you can see what's happening. Okay, so good morning, everybody. SPX up 4, puts it at 36.99. Right at this 36.86 number is big, 36.52 on SPX. Then we see CMG, poster child for raising rates. At some point, that goes away. You got 15.51, 15.72, 14.51 down. Las Vegas Sands is up. Think about it. I mean, this is how crazy it's getting. I mean, they missed. A terrible guide, nothing guide in, and it's up 30 cents. Now, it was only 25 cents. Now, here's the thing. I thought about buying at the money. They're 75 cents. I'm like, why do I want to put in 75 cents? So I only put in 25 cents. So not a big deal. That's the market you now have. NVIDIA, 119, 116, 109. Goldman Sachs, 309, 300. Sava can't seem to get out of its own way, 41. Avago, 409, 371, way down there. When it breaks, I don't know. 506 upside, Lam Research, 300, round number 300. Then we see. Okay? ISRG, 219, 222. Here's an upgrade. ISRG got upgrade again, or price adjustment to 230. Nobody is saying, oh, this was 300 last year, it's going to go back. They're saying, oh my God, it can go to 330, 230. It's 20%, 15%. Market is changing. Baba, 76.81 under 68. Baidu, 100, 109 under 91. MDB, when it breaks 170, it's going to go to 130. Snowman, 177 underneath 151 is 146. If it breaks 161, we'll be back in on the downside. Netflix, 281. NOW, 361, 309 on the downside. Moderna. Morgan Stanley says Moderna has the guy down by like 10 billion. Jesus. No idea. 121, 109, Tesla. 200, big number. Big number. Okay, I'm going to close with the last thing with First Solar and Enphase. These have gone down quite a bit. If the elections come and they can revote this bill and take it away, nobody's saying that he can't veto it. And nobody's saying that's going to happen. But it's possible. And one more thing on Tesla. And I talked to a couple of people here. And they told me, if you can buy a Tesla and get the tax credit of $7,500, they don't know a single person, not one person in the world, that would say, I'm going to buy my Tesla this quarter. I don't want that $7,500. They don't know one. I myself don't know one. I don't know a single person that would take delivery of a car if you can get a credit for $7,500 in January. Interesting, right? Interesting. So if Elon wanted to sell cars, why wouldn't he just say, we're going to give you the credit in the form of a price reduction? But he doesn't want to do that because his margin dropped. So he can't gouge. Everybody have a great trade day. See you, chat.